Zordrak is not alone in the land of nightmares. He is surrounded, protected, and served by his tough, highly trained and dedicated troops, the Urpneys.
This is their commanding officer, Sergeant Blob.
What are they doing? Why don't they get a move on? All they have to do is get hold of the globe and fix it to the floor.
Sarge! Sarge! We're all floating about, Sarge! We're going all upside down, Sarge!
Of course you're floating about! You're in a space tank! There's no gravity! You're weightless, like in space!
Well, we don't want to be weightless. We don't like it. Do we, Nug? No. And we don't want to go into space, neither.
You will do as you're told, so kindly stop messing around and you get on with it.
Do try not to be any more stupid than usual, Blob. They can't hear you unless you speak into the microphone. That glass is a foot thick.
I know that, Urpcore. I know that. But what you does not seem to realize is that my men and me has a certain psychopathic communication vis-a-vis our communicating. They does not need to hear what I is saying.
Don't talk such rubbish, Blob.
How dare you? My men has been with me through thin and thick. They understands my every gesture.
Don't be ridiculous. They don't know what you're talking about half the time, and neither does anyone else.
They're going raving mad out there.
Well, let's hope they don't kill each other. Or we'll be left in here forever.
If we fix this globe thing to the floor quick then, it might distract them.
My brain functions in the proper military manner.
Functions? I must have told you 8 times that they can't hear you in there!
Sarge! Sarge! We've done it, Sarge!
Stand by, lads. Urpcore is turning the gravity back on.
How many more times, Blob? They can't hear you!
Well done, lads. Out you come.
Thanks, Sarge.
Right! That was an exercise in space walking. The globe there, which you have attached to the floor, represents the Moon of Doom.
Moon of Doom?
The Moon of Doom is at present passing across the sky. It will take 2 days to pass, and in that time must be captured by you and attached to a spaceship, which I shall provide and brought back here. The little exercise in the space tank just now, which you took so long to complete, was a practice for that.
What's a Moon of Doom?
A very strong source of nightmares, which my master wishes to acquire.
And which you, Frizz, and you, Nug, will be doing the acquiring of.
Here, master.
I hope the preparations for the capture of the Moon of Doom are complete, Urpcore.
Oh, they are, master. They are.
The Moon of Doom is very important to me, Urpcore.
Yes, master. I know.
And my displeasure, Urpcore, if you were to fail to capture it, would be fatal. It will not pass again for 1,000 years. It is a boundless and amazing source of evil. I must have it.
Now you.
I think that's enough. Give it a thorough mix, Amberley.
Right.
Splendid. Now all you have to do is to place it in the bubble.
I think that sounds quite good, don't you?
Hold it still, Albert.
Now I shall require lots of sunshine to go in, and laughter, and plenty of bird song, and...
Sir, why are we making up a separate bubble with all these extra things in?
And why is it so big?
For good reason, Rufus. For good reason. Come, I will show you.
What What a horrible-looking thing!
Horrible is a scarcely adequate description, Amberley. It is monstrous and dreadful. It is the Moon of Doom, and it passes our planet only once every 1,000 years.
What does it do?
It is a source of evil, Rufus. The last time it passed, Zordrak had not yet been cast out from the Council of Dreammakers, and so it was no threat. But now, I am sure he will stop at nothing to get it, and its possession will strengthen his nightmares enormously. It may even make them irresistible.
So what can we do?
We can surround it with the special large dream bubble, which, as you noticed, has all sorts of extra ingredients. That will protect us until the moon has moved on into space.
Gosh.
Whitebeard to Greenleaf, Whitebeard to Greenleaf.
Here, Whitebeard.
Ah, build it. I fear we have a rather serious problem. Perhaps you would oblige me by stepping over for a short chat.
On my way. Over and out.
It's a wonderful plan, Master! Wonderful! They'll walk in space, attach lines to the Moon of Doom, and then tow it back here behind the spaceship, huh? Simple, but brilliantly conceived.
Well, go and do it then, Urpneys!
Yes, Master! Yes! Go and do it! Just like that. No understanding at all. No appreciation of the soaring creative spirit involved. No realisation of what it's like having to deal with pea-brained Urpney engineers. Oh, no! And I bet they haven't finished it yet. I bet my beautiful design is still being fiddled about with. They can't finish anything on time.
Sorry, Urpneys.
You haven't finished yet? I knew it! My lovely rocket's not ready!
Just be 2 ticks, Urpneys.
Oh.
Ah, Urpneys, I was just instructing the men.
I'll instruct them, Blob. Come into my lab and I'll try and explain a few simple things in words of 1 syllable.
No, that's it. I'm not going.
Me neither.
I'm not going into space. I can't stand heights.
Me neither.
And I've got claustrophobia. I can't breathe in that spacesuit.
Me neither.
And I don't like being weightless and hanging upside down.
Me neither.
Come, lads. And you are both looking so smart and handsome in them very flattering spacesuits what Urpneys has so kindly provided.
Well, we're very sorry, Sarge. But me and Frizz have gone right off the whole idea.
You will indeed be very sorry, Nug, if you does not get at once and at the double into them spacesuits.
This is madness. They are wandering in their wits. All this antics and tomfoolery all over my garden.
Sorry, Blossom, has to be done. Dreammaker's orders. Right, that wasn't bad. But don't overdo the power. We only want to stun them. One more quick turn around the garden and see if we can hit all the targets. Go!
Well, you're not getting these ones, you're not.
Fall out, everyone.
Most impressive, Pildit, most impressive.
But what are they doing?
Whilst you and Rufus take the special dream bubble up into space and place it around the Moon of Doom, Pildit and the Watts will form a cordon around Viltheed and use their globes to prevent anyone from leaving.
Oh, good. So we shan't have any Urpneys to contend with while we're up there.
That's the general idea.
Time for you all to be going, I think.
Right. Forward!
And you two, into the bubble. And remember, it is made from my imagination, and so only those whom you wish to may enter. Remember also that you are towing the special dream bubble, so don't go too fast.
We won't.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
And good luck.
I should like to be registering a most strong complaint. What's have been flying hither and yon about my garden all afternoon? They has needlessly and without thought destroyed fruit, veg and flower pots. And as for my lawn...
I'm so sorry, Mr. Blossom. Let's go and see what we can do about it.
Look Look at it, isn't it beautiful? A poem of...
All aboard, lads! At the double! Hop, 2, 3, 4! Hop, 2, 3, 4!
Pedants! No appreciation of line and beauty! No insight into the creative Urpney soul!
The nearer we get to it, the worse it looks.
And we've got to get a lot nearer.
Attention, men! One target, e.g., the Moon of Doom, approaching!
Which one is it, Sarge? There's a sort of blue one, and like 2 kinds of bubble things.
It's Noops! Look! It's bubbles full of Noops sent up here to lie in wait for us!
Do not be foolish, Frizz. Of course they is not lying in wait for us.
What are they here for then, if it's not to lie in wait for us and kill us or do something?
What they could probably do is they could probably wait till we was doing our spacewalk, and then they could cut our lines so we'd float off into space forever. If they wanted.
Ah! I'm not going out there! I'm not!
Calm down at once, Frizz. You is beside yourself. We shall do the following.
Try again. Oh, no. One more.
Really? This is much more difficult than I thought.
We've got 'em, Sarge!
Well done, lads.
It's too quiet down there. Too quiet. What are they up to? Perhaps I'll nip down for a quick look. Back in a minute. Keep your eyes peeled.
Make your report, Blob.
Well, sir, as requested by you yourself, we is ultimately about to attach the Moon of Doom, sir, to the spaceship, sir, having also reconnoitered 2 Noops, what we has captured, sir.
Noops? What are they doing messing about with Noops? You're supposed to be getting the Moon of Doom, Blob!
I want the Moon of Doom here, Blob. Now! And get rid of those Noops.
I don't know what you think you're going to do with us, because you can't get into this bubble, you know.
We don't want to get into it. So there.
Well, you can't anyway.
Take no notice of them, Nug. Don't lower yourself to speak to them.
You've got no right to keep us here. No
Will
right
you
at
lot
all.
be quiet? Frizz, Nug, put the helmets on and get on with this spacewalking. That moon has to be attached to this ship.
This is a really terrible idea. There'll be all sorts of other bubbles out there.
Yeah, all packed with murderous Noops, just waiting for us to set foot outside.
Then we must at once make up another big dream bubble and go ourselves to see what is happening.
Good idea.
Excellent, lads. A fine demonstration of teamwork.
I've had my lot with teamwork. That is definitely it, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, Urpcore can do his own teamwork in future.
You will do as you is told, and the next thing what you will do is you will get out there and get that other bubble.
Oh, no, not again.
It's not fair. It's definitely
not... double!
The Urpneys are approaching our dream bubble. They would appear to be attempting to attach a line to it. I've had an idea.
What?
Yes, of course.
Oh, Nug. Isn't this nice?
It's very, very lovely, Frizz.
I feel all floaty.
Yes, and all sort of...
Floaty.
Yes.
What are you two doing? Get that bubble back here immediately!
But it's really nice in here, Sarge.
Did you not hear me, Nug? Get back here!
But we're all floaty, Sarge.
I can't stand all this shouting. Why don't we take our helmets off? Then we can't hear him.
Don't you?
That's better. He's so loud.
and so demanding. We're much better off in here.
This is so lovely. I don't think we'll ever leave.
How dare they? How dare they revoke the command of a senior officer? They'll regret this. I shall go myself personally, and then we'll see who feels all floaty. When I get them to their tomb, they won't know what hit 'em. And here's another one. Ooh. Ah, lads, having an enjoyable time, I see.
It's really, really nice here, Sarge.
So I see, Nug. So I see. Well, that's immobilized the enemy, at any rate temporarily. The next thing, Albert, is to get a new bubble to the Moon of Doom as quickly as possible.
Come on, then.
Now what?
Steal this spaceship?
What for? We still haven't done anything about the Moon of Doom.
Well, the bubble's full of Urpneys.
Yes, but...
Stop!
Oh!
What's going on? Why haven't you reported to me? Huh? What are you doing?
Quick!
Ah! What's happening? Speak to me, Bob! I order you to speak to me at once!
He seems a bit annoyed.
That's better.
Ah!
Oh, it's all right. It's Pildid and the Dreammaker.
They've come to rescue us.
How embarrassing. What do you want us to do?
Nothing.
Even more embarrassing. They've done it! They put the Moon of Doom into a dream bubble.
We better let them in.
Be careful, we haven't got spacesuits on.
Oh,
I know. We'll hold our breaths while you open the door.
good idea. You've done it. You've made the Moon of Doom harmless.
Only temporarily, I'm afraid. But by the time the effect of our dream bubble wears off, the Moon of Doom should be in deepest space.
Out of harm's way.
Indeed.
But we still got a bubble full of Urpneys. Why don't they come out?
Because they're having much too good a time. Once they entered the bubble, helped a little by me, I must confess, they became exposed to all the pleasant things with which we had filled it. So I'm quite sure that by now they have absolutely no desire whatsoever to leave.
So what are we going to do with them?
Travel back via Viltheed and cut them loose over the mountain as we pass.
Right. Who's for driving the spaceship?
Oh, me! Oh, me, please! Oh, me!
Bubble released.
Good. Now we can go home.
Where is the Moon of Doom, Urpcore? Why have we heard nothing from Blob?
Because they switched me off, Master! I was politely requesting information from them, and they switched me off! Me! Can you imagine, Master, in your infinite wisdom?
What is this? hope you have an explanation for this blob.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, indeed.
Oh, yes, sire.
You'll be so jealous when you're here. We've had such a lovely time.